I started collecting manga in my teenage years and eventually amassed around 1,100 volumes. And then I sold all of it. When I moved out of my parents' house, I was faced with the choice of all of my not only manga, but all the other random stuff I had collected over the years because I didn't have as many responsibilities. So just buy whatever you want. And considering the place I was moving to wasn't that big and money was becoming more important, I decided to get rid of most of my stuff that wasn't an absolute necessity, including all of my manga. I kept my One Piece box sets only because that's my favorite series, but I put them in the closet in my new place. I didn't even really have a place for them. They were just in the closet, so eventually got rid of those too. It's been many years, and I'm at the point where I really want to read some physical manga again. I don't read that much manga anymore nowadays, period, and I want to do more, but especially on the page. It just feels so much better on paper than on a screen. So I got a manga box set right here, and that is Tokyo Ghoul. It's a little concerning because it's supposed to be shrink wrapped, I would think, and yet right out of the box, it is not. I was thinking maybe it was a return of somebody else's, but looking inside, all the volumes seem to be in really good condition, so I guess it's fine. Why Tokyo Ghoul? A couple reasons. I haven't read it since Tokyo Ghoul re-ended, which was like 2018, so it's been a long time. I don't remember the finer details of the story at all. I was reading week to week, so there's a lot that I have forgotten. Two, back in those days, the scans were not the highest quality, especially when it came to the action scenes, because the art gets really detailed in this series. They have their ghoul abilities, whatever they were called. I don't remember at this point. And whenever those came out and the fights happened, in some of those online, not so legal scans, you literally couldn't tell what was happening. And it looks so much clearer now that you have the official version, so I want to reread it for that reason. And also, as I've been kind of keeping track for a while of manga box sets and stuff, deciding which ones I did want to buy, I've always noticed that Tokyo Ghoul and the sequel Tokyo Ghoul Re are never in stock at the same time. One of them comes in stock and the other one goes out, and then vice versa. But here, I noticed they were both in stock, so I decided it's finally time to pull the trigger, do this, and I'm going to buy some Tokyo Ghoul and reread this thing. Tokyo Ghoul Re is on its way. It'll come sometime later. But I love the red of the box set. Looks really nice. And I guess that means this channel's back. Not only am I restarting my manga collection, I'm restarting this channel. It's been years since I've uploaded, and I just haven't been into manga and anime as much as I was, and I want to again. I have missed it, and so if you're still around, hi, how you doing? Looks real nice. Gonna take these out of the box. So when I first started reading manga online, I was reading Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, after I caught up to the anime for all of them. Cool poster. Got Kaneki here. And then Kaneki and Toka on the other side. But eventually, I started having the thought of buying physical manga, and I was like, I don't know if it's worth the money, but I really kind of want to do it. I was reading Rave Master, and it got to a point in the Rave Master scans where the quality got so bad that I decided to just pull the trigger. There were some parts of Rave Master where I was reading it online where like it got all blurry and text was barely visible, and it's like, all right, can't do it anymore. But when I experience these stories in the best way possible, I'm going to buy the books. So I started collecting manga, and I got a lot over many years, and a lot of it were not good collecting habits. There was a lot that I bought just because it was cheap at the used bookstore or on eBay. There'd be a big bundle of manga on eBay of something I've never read, and I just buy the whole thing because it was a good price, and never even ended up reading them, and just buying. And I'm not going to do that. So I'm actually not bothered at all by the fact that I sold all my stuff and I'm buying again, because I'm coming back with a much better mindset. If I had just kept going and spending and spending and spending, it would have been a bad time. And now, at a much later place in my life, I understand that I don't need to do that. I can have a budget. This might be my favorite cover. I'm glad they used it for the box set. I just like the red. They all look really nice, though. Oh, I don't know. We got some other good ones coming up here, too. I like when you get into the colorful ones. But yeah, having a budget per month or just an idea of only buy like 1 or 2 series at a time and don't read or don't buy any more until you've actually read them all. I like the yellow on this one, too. Things like that, you know, basic ideas that when you first get excited about a hobby, you get into collecting something, or you're just young, you know those to be true, and yet you don't actually stick to them. You just buy whatever, and that's not going to happen. I'm going to be responsible. I don't need to own every manga in the world, and even all the ones I do want to own, I don't need to own them all like today. This one's awesome, too. I can accumulate slowly over time. I will read what I buy and not spend a ton, because I got other hobbies I spend money on too, and I gotta fucking, you know, gotta be responsible-ish, I guess. And I'm excited to jump back into this and make other videos too. I do read One Piece still weekly, and so that's coming back. Probably going to do a live stream for the new chapter. Got some art on the inside as well. That's nice. There's a little, like, bunny. There's a weird little bunny guy with, like, a tanuki pouch. I don't remember that. Is that in Tokyo Ghoul? I do not recall that being a thing. So, yeah, I'm definitely due for a reread. And, yeah, we're back. Hallelujah. Thanks for watching. What are some of the best anime and manga of recent years that I have missed out on? In the last couple of years, I watched Vinland Saga, and I finished off My Hero Academia. I watched the new season of Spy Family. I think that's it. Hasn't really been much going on. I've been reading One Piece and Sakamoto Days, but I've missed discussing anime and manga, so I'm here to do that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.